Okay. Hello, happy Wednesday. Here's our yoga. Hope everybody's feeling well and ready to stretch a little bit, gain some length. Let's bring those arms up overhead. Take a nice big inhale and exhale through the mouth, relaxing, taking those first little stretches over the top of those legs, letting those arms just dangle right here. Finding your fingertips on your shins to half forward fold, pulling your shoulder blades back, feeling that length happening from the top of your head through your tailbone. Another big deep inhale here and exhale all the way into that forward fold, lengthening a little bit deeper into that back, getting your fingertips in front of your toes, and then we shift. Weight goes into our fingers, back into our heels, back into the fingers. You can make it kind of dramatic if you're coming up away from the ground or just leaning front and back. Keeping your fingertips on the ground is going to allow you to stretch in the back of the legs, through the lats. Come to the center. Let's take a nice big inhale all the way up. Let's grab that left wrist up and over. Nice long stretch to your side through that length, hip, shoulder, all the way down to that left foot. Inhale back into the center, stand on that left foot and sweep your arms to the back, legs to the back. Leg, your standing leg will give you balance. Right leg's gonna lengthen to the back. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, step back and you're into high lunge. So just a nice little high lunge right here, stretching through your calf. Nothing dramatic at this point. Inhale, step it forward. Exhale, right hand over your head, looking down to that left side. Finding that length through that shoulder, hip, down to that foot. Inhale to the center. Shift the weight to that right leg. Exhale, lean forward. Left leg goes back. Finding a little bit of balance here. Arms are long and strong. And then inhale, come up. And exhale, fold forward. Hold up. There we are. And continuing on, take that big inhale all the way up. And a little bit forward, hands to the ground, downward dog. All the way down, feet go back, hips go up high, press it back, downward dog. Big inhale right there. Exhale, push forward. Head is long to the top of that mat, heels are to the back, and you're stretched out where you take that side plank on this right arm. Arm goes up nice and high. Big inhale, find that balance between your feet and that right hand. Exhale, back into plank. Hips go up high, downward dog, press it back. Just getting warmed up here. Your first couple downward dogs, you're looking to lengthen into that back of the hamstring, down to the low back. Inhale, come back forward. Here's your plank. And looking for alignment, shoulders above those elbows, in line with those wrists. Take the knees down here. Exhale, sit back, child's pose. So every time we come through this downward dog, you want to be able to reach those heels to the floor, hands to the front, and feel that length happening in your backside. We're going to repeat this whole thing on the other side. So take that inhale, push your body forward. Turn those toes under. Exhale, hips come up. Press it back. Long to that backside. Inhale, looking towards your hands. Step your right leg forward, step your left leg forward, and bring it all the way up. Big inhale, arms go together, lean to this right side. As you exhale, inhale to the center, up and over to the other side, reaching. Inhale to the center, exhale, forward fold all the way down. Find that back stretching right here. And let's take that right leg back. And now we twist into that lunge. So I'm nice and high right here. Side twist, hand reaching to the ceiling. Left shoulder is open. Right shoulder is reaching over to that left knee. And then that hand comes behind, sweeping it back, dropping into that lunge. If you can feel that stretch down the front of your thigh, back of the hip, and you rotate forward here from the shoulder. Bring that arm around, straddling that left leg, straighten out that left leg, long stretch, looking back to your right foot and feeling that nice length coming out of the front leg, the back side of your front leg. Inhale, bend, let's send that leg back, exhale, plank. Rotate into that left side, right arm goes up this time. Finding that balance, using your feet, pushing your hips up nice and high. Inhale, rotate forward. Exhale, knees to the ground. Sit back into child's pose. Long through that back side right here. Taking that big inhale. Chest is over those thighs. We're going to stretch that upper back and shoulders by request today. So threading the needle, I'll show you kind of from this side. You're going to take this right arm, thread it underneath between your knees and your hand, and then sit back, slide that left arm forward. So you'll see that left arm reaching is going to have that left side stretching. This right shoulder reaches to the floor, looking underneath that top arm at your hand that's on the floor, and nice long stretch in the back of the shoulder. You're going to inhale, come forward. Exhale, switch. Left hand sits under, press it back, sitting into that little threaded needle here, looking at your palm on the ground. And we inhale, bring it back forward. Turn those toes under. Come up with those hips. Exhale, downward dog. Press it back. Now that downward dog, you're going to pedal your feet just a bit. Getting a little bit deeper, a little bit warmer here. Inhale, this time step the right leg forward. So now you're in that lunge. We just came at it this different angle. Sitting into that lunge right there. Hip is low. Right arm goes up to the ceiling. Feel that nice stretch, opening up that right shoulder, and then right hand comes behind that hip. Sitting low, feeling that nice long stretch right there, opening up your chest to the ceiling. Abs are in tight. And we untwist, straddling that right leg. Exhale, press that heel back, long through that left calf. Right leg is forward, and that nice long stretch right here. Inhale, bend. Exhale, send the leg back, hips high, downward dog. Press it up and back, and then let's pedal those feet. Getting another stretch here at the lower part of your body into your hips. You're going to bring that left knee in and kick it up to the ceiling. Come forward, knee to the nose, heel to the ceiling. Bring it in. Exhale. Now, if you're looking back at that right foot, you'll feel your upper back and shoulders and neck kind of relaxing, letting the work happen through that right leg and through that left glute. One more, you're gonna bring that left leg way forward and we sit into pigeon. So left knee toward that left hand, looking at your position right here, pulling your shoulder blades back. Your weight is forward into that outer hip, sitting nice and tall. If that's too much strain or too much stretch, you can take it down here on your elbows. And then you're just kind of relaxed. If you drop your head, taking the tension out of this upper part of your body is going to give you a little bit of relief. Breathing comfortably. You can also thread that needle that we just showed. Bring that right arm underneath. Now that's a little bit more advanced. So if you're feeling the tension in that hip, this is going to increase that tension so you can stay low on the elbows. Take your position that you can hold comfortably where you feel like you can gain some flexibility. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, relax. And hands come back up, nice and tall. Turn that right toe under, bring it up, downward dog, press it back. Hips to the ceiling, heels to the floor, chest to the floor. Inhale into plank. And just lengthen, hold right there. This should be a lot about your core, not about your arms. And we've got that right side to do. So hips come up, right leg lifts, and then it's knee to the nose, heel to the ceiling. You come forward, press to the heel, knee to the nose, heel to the ceiling. Go at your own pace. If this is your kind of fast version and that doesn't feel comfortable, take it a little bit slower. If you're not doing as many reps, that's okay. 2, on this next one, That right knee comes way forward. Pigeon on the right side. Okay, so you're seated like this. Chest is open. And you're in pigeon. Down on your elbows. And you're feeling that stretch through that hip. Sitting into that side. And once again, left arm can thread the needle if you have a flexibility in that right side. Big inhale right there. We can bring those elbows back to the center. We'll keep those elbows down, this plank position. Turn those palms down. Big, deep inhale. Relax your upper neck and shoulders. Turn your left toes under, so you're pushing that left thigh up. Slide the right leg back, and here's your low plank. So now you have this nice long plank. Feel your core getting engaged right there. If it's too much, any pain in your back, take one of your knees down, both of your knees down, and we hold. Deep breath in here, breathe. Exhale. Inhale. Always keeping your head down is going to take that tension out of your neck. A lot of times if you're trying to strain or look to see what's going on, you'll strain your neck. Take both knees down, press it back into child's pose. Big inhale, sit those hips back on the heels and feel your low back releasing right here. Nice long stretch. So this kind of movement at that pace will keep your heart rate going a little bit. Maybe you're breathing a little bit heavier. It's going to just help warm up the body. We're going to go into a few more of our balancing poses and standing poses, getting a little bit more legs involved. Let's push into all fours. And here we are right here. So we're into this nice all fours position. Let's let that back from the side. You'll see the back just sways. And then you're going to arch it up, cat and cow. So arching, touch the chin to the chest, round out that upper back. Inhale there. Exhale, relax, and get whatever sway back you can create. Inhale, tuck the chin to the chest, round it up, pulling that belly button right up to your spine. And then relax, let that back sway. Now you can kind of look up and feel that nice curve of the low back into your neck. Inhale, tuck that chin to the chest, pull those shoulder blades forward. And I'm even gonna push forward over my arms. And that stretch gets a little bit deeper. Those are your trapezius muscles up in your neck. Then when I let that arch back, I'm gonna push back on my heels a little bit. And then tuck that chin to the chest, round it all the way up, arching cat, big, nice cat stretch. Relax into cow, sway back, and then you're gonna look over that right shoulder towards your right hip. So you get that hip to the shoulder. Inhale, look over that left. As you exhale, you're getting lateral movements in the spine. Into the right. You kind of push your hip out so I can see the hip. Come through, push my hip out. And you may find that you're not flexible equally on both sides. So this side, no problem. I can see that hip. I look over here and I have to strain a little bit further. I must not have low mobility in that low part of my back. So again, one more time. Look over to that right side at your hip. Press your hip to the left. Come back to the center. Turn those unders. Hips go up. Downward dog. All right. Paddle those feet right here. Right and left heels are kind of reaching to the floor. Hands are nice and stable, kind of wider than shoulders. You're going to inhale, look towards your hands and step your left leg forward in that big low lunge, and then come up. Balance. So you're up nice and high. Now, if you've got the balance here, great. You can look up toward your hands better. Palms together is harder. This is easier. And there's your big, long lunge. So bring those palms together. Let's bring that right elbow over that left knee and sit down and twist. So this takes some stability, mental and visual focus. Find that point past your pressed palms and just look at it and then lower into that right hip. And we're going to untwist. Inhale, come up, right into warrior. Cut that back foot to the edge, and then left arm is forward. Left leg is bent and you're reaching that left hand toward the front. Inhale, reach and go down to that left foot, looking up to your right hand. You are down, low side lunge, we call this. When you exhale, you're gonna straighten out that front leg. Your left leg makes a triangle called Trikonasana. Long stretch through that back of your left leg. Right arm is up to the ceiling. You're gonna bend that right leg or left leg. Exhale, come up, reverse warrior, looking through your left hand as it goes up and past. And there's your reverse warrior, stretching the front. Inhale, arms cartwheel around, down low in the lunge. Exhale, plank, and find that plank right here. Let's work these abs a little bit. So this will be your break from the lunges to do some abs. So into the plank we go. You're gonna tap your foot right, left, tapping out to the side nice and long. Tap right, tap left. Be strong in those arms. If this is too much on your shoulders or wrists or hands, feel free to come down on your elbows. Modifying that movement, you can hold without the foot movement. You can just lift your feet up if you so choose. Go 10, 9, 8, breathing. 5, 4, 3. That count is really just for time. Take those knees down. Get off of those arms. Take a stretch back. Whew. Okay. Relax here briefly. Let your chest relax on your thighs. Take that tension out of your arms. If that is a lot of wrist, because you're not used to being in that flexed position on your hands, totally normal. If you're feeling some tension there, feel free to circle your wrists, bend and flex. Big stretch back. And we're going to repeat that. We've got the other side. Inhale, come forward. Turn those toes under. Exhale, come up, downward dog. Press it back. Okay, so take note of where your balance is. Hands are a little bit wider than shoulders. Feet are probably inside of that position in line with your hips. You're gonna inhale this time. We're gonna look, and then we're gonna step the left leg forward. Low lunges here. Oh, do we have the left leg forward last time? I think we did. Inhale, come up. Yes, we did. We had the same left. We had this left leg forward. All right, that's okay. We'll repeat it, and then we'll go right to the left. Inhale, lift warrior. Giving you some extra practice on this left side. Inhale, reach down to that left ankle. Look up. Low side angle. Take a big long inhale there. Exhale, straighten that leg out, Trikonasana. I was going to put the other foot forward and then lost my train of thought, but that's okay. Inhale, bend that left leg. Exhale, reverse warrior. Just like this, simple and easy. We'll transition to the other side. And cartwheel those arms all the way down. Low lunge here. Exhale, plank. Stay in the plank. This will give us an opportunity to come all the way down. Up dog. There we go. And then from that up dog, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, look over that left shoulder. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, push back, child's pose. I'm getting it right this time. Right leg is stepping forward. This side is stepping forward. And we'll repeat that twice. So we did 2 on the left, we'll do 2 on the right. Inhale, come forward, push those toes under, hips come up, exhale, downward dog. Never can have too many downward dogs. This is totally fine. Pedal those feet, look at your position. Take a nice deep inhale here. Look at your hands, exhale, right leg steps forward. There's your low lunge, right? We come up, press into that right foot. Okay, if you're shaky here, adjust your feet. You can go a little bit wider, arms up. Now, if you're finding you have great balance, look up to your hands. I don't know, the humidity, the full moon, all of it could be challenging you at this point. If not, and you can be here, great. You're gonna be that left elbow over the right knee. Get low. Low, twisted lunge. Press your palms, fight for that balance. Shakiness is just having all your other supporting muscles try to help with that. Focus. Pull your abs in tight. You'll get some balance there. Inhale, come up. High lunge. Exhale, under warrior. There we go. So now get that right leg nice and low. Right arm is reaching toward the right foot, down to the inside of that right foot, left arm up to the ceiling. Pressing that right side into that knee, opening up that left arm. Low side angle here. Exhale, Trikonasana. Remember, straightening out that right leg. You're gonna get a length from your heel to the inside of that inner thigh on that right side, just to the point of tension. Inhale, you bend, release that tension. Exhale, reverse warrior, coming up, looking through that right palm. Yes, front of your body stretches right here. We cartwheel those arms all the way back down, low lunge. And we are going to press back. Exhale, plank. Hold that plank right here. Let's rotate the plank into the right side plank. Left arm goes up. Inhale, come through the center. Exhale, roll to the left side plank. Right arm goes up. Inhale to the center, rotate through. Exhale, left arm is up. Yes, you're working your arms here. Inhale, come back. Exhale one more time this way. We have to repeat that right side just so we're fair and balanced. Inhale, come center. Hips go up, downward dog. Press it back. Just as if we're starting it all over. Heels reach to the floor. Tilt that tailbone to the ceiling. Nice big inhale here. Look to your hands. Exhale, step the right leg back forward, low lunge. There we go. If it takes a few steps to get there, that's fine. Get comfortable here. Press into that right foot, come up, high lunge. Catching your breath right there. If your palms were pressed the first time, you should be a little bit more likely to keep them here. Maybe you're looking this time. Bring that left elbow across to that right knee, and then look over those hands. Progression here is to open up those arms. If you want a deeper stretch in the back of that right thigh, your left arm and shoulder will press into that right knee. Maybe you don't need that. Inhale, press it together. Exhale, come forward high into warrior. Shoulders go back, chest is open. Sit into that right thigh. Inhale, reach to that right foot. Low side angle. Left arm is reaching to the ceiling. You exhale, straightening out that right leg, Trikonasana. Ooh, getting a little bit warm in those lower body muscles. Inhale, bend. Exhale, reverse. Through that palm you go. And we inhale, move with that breath. Down low, low lunge. Exhale, plank. Take a big inhale here, squeezing that core. Lower your thighs to the ground. Up dog right there. There we go. So get comfortable in this kind of up dog. Let's put your shoulder forward, looking over your left side. You're gonna inhale, come to that middle, pushing your left shoulder forward, looking over your right side. Nice. Inhale, come back center. Pull your hips back. Sit back into your child's pose. Now that should feel really relaxed. Get off of those wrists a little bit. Circling those arms, those wrists, your fingers. Taking all those tension out of them. And then we're gonna stay down. We're gonna do a little bit of stretching here. So let's come forward with our bodies. And let's bring our feet out to the front. Okay, so you're gonna sit up nice and tall. And just find where you are balanced weight-wise on your sit bones. So you're sitting like this, feet are out in front of you, your toes are flexed towards you. You're gonna take a big inhale, just as we do standing. It's a little bit more challenging because your legs can't help you. Exhale, fold forward. Goal is to get your hands over those toes and then just drop your head in between your upper arms. There's your forward fold. You're thinking relax in the upper body. Letting that leg stretch down the back side. If you have long legs or you're very inflexible, you can bend those knees to get that upper body lower so you can really reach. I would love to have your hands fully on that foot, and then you press the toes into the hands to get the stretch up and out of the sides. Breathe through that and just think lengthen and relax. You're going to sit up nice and tall, flatten those legs out. So there's your half forward fold if we're standing. And this right arm sweeps back, left arm comes up, bend into that right elbow as you kind of lower your body toward the floor. And then this left arm is up and across your body, rotating through your chest, your torso. And then we switch. Left arm goes behind you, bend that left elbow, reach that right arm up and over. And then we come forward. Left arm reaches across, grabs the outside of the right foot, and then press it here. So you're now pressing a little bit back into that right hand. Right leg is extended, trying to get that stretch through that back side. Lengthening right there. Pushing your heel as high as you can, or leaning back as you need to. Now with this right leg, you're going to bend that knee, place it on the left leg, sit square, and then bring that left leg up toward you, and then kind of push your body into that shin. So it's a little higher than a tree pose. You're in the pigeon form, but not putting weight into it. The goal is to stretch the outside of the back of that right leg, keeping your chest up tall. That should feel really good. You're gonna take this right leg and cross it over the left, and then reach with your left arm and hug that knee as you sit back up on that sit bone. So you just have that leg up and over. I'm pulling it to my chest, gonna look past, and I'm even gonna reach with this right arm like you're opening that chest and reaching far back behind your mat, behind your back. And that should feel really good. Up tall, lengthening, and a little bit of leverage. Take that inhale, come forward. Exhale all the way through forward fold. Feet are together. Over the top of your toes you go. Big, deep breath. See if you're gaining some length here. Exhaling, stretching it over the tops of those thighs. And then we slide it up, half forward fold, flattening up those legs, pushing your chest forward a little bit. Inhale here. And then we twist, right arm behind, left arm up and over, bend to that left side. Maybe you're getting a little bit deeper. Feel your rotation in the torso. And up and over. That grinding you may be hearing is Lucy, my dog. Usually she'll grab the bone about this time. And usually you'll see her, so you know what she's grinding. Now it just sounds weird. She's got a big bone, some sort of animal leg that I purchased, but it's not pretty. All right, grab that foot. And she's just out of sight, so all you can probably hear is the grinding noise. And you're pressing the left foot into those fingertips on the right, sitting up as tall as you can. And even if you kind of look toward that right or your left side, feel that stretch going down the back of that leg. So purposely, I'll have you look in the direction just so your whole spine follows that neck, follows your line of sight. Let's bend this left leg, place it on the right knee this time, and pull that leg in toward your chest and get your body stretching here. Oh my goodness, that should feel really, really good. Kind of move your body weight around. I noticed I put a lot of weight into my hands so I can lift up here. You want to be sitting kind of into that hip. And then you'll extend that right leg, cross the left leg over, reach around with that right arm, sit up tall and stretch right here. So once again, you're looking as far back over your left to get that spinal stretch. Oh, it should feel just good and relaxed. This time we come to the center. Let's bend and bring both of our feet together. So bending those knees, bring your feet together to the middle. And envision that you're straight down the middle of your mat. Your feet are meeting in the middle of your body and your chest is going right over the top of those feet. Walk your body forward so you're rounding over your upper back, or you're leveraging by pulling your feet kind of toward you to get your chest down over those thighs. This is going to stretch out both of your hips at the same time, and that should feel relaxed. Up and outer hip, if you've been sitting a little bit more than usual, those muscles get stiff and inflexible. Or maybe you're walking and moving more than usual because you are not working as much. Then you've got muscles that are probably maybe a little bit overworked, and that can be that hip flexor, maybe inner thigh. Let's sit up tall, walk those legs out into a V, and then you're gonna walk your body forward, bringing your chest over as far as you can to the point of that tension in the inner thighs. And then take note of what your feet are doing. Sometimes my feet will rotate with my legs or they'll be straight out. I want you to flex those feet. So as soon as you pull your toes towards your shins, that engages your calves, engages the stretch a little bit deeper. So be very gentle, never forcing this, just to the point of tension. And then we walk our bodies over to this right leg, keeping this left side down as much as you can straddle that right leg, feeling that stretch coming out of that left side. Left hand then is going to grab that right foot as much as you can, looking down toward that right leg. Lengthen, breathe into that tension. Walk it back around to the center. Walk it back out. Oh, lengthen right there. And then we walk it to the other side. And it's, again, one of those things where you just may find you're tighter on one side, maybe just a little stiffer, you don't have the same range of motion. Grabbing that outside of that foot, getting that twist from your upper back of your shoulder. And walk it back into the center. Really relaxing with the dog and the bone. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's walk our legs together. Let's bring our bodies forward and we're gonna lay down. So we're gonna get into some of this backside, some of the balance, but get your body down flat onto your back. Now, when you're here, you've just stretched those legs a little bit. I want you to be conscientious of the foot, the bones in your feet. So your big toe to your heel. How much contact with the floor do you have? Big toe to your little toe. How much contact there? So you're thinking, spread out your toes and give a nice, flat, solid support right there with your feet, which are probably hip distance apart. You're going to push into your feet, which is going to pull your bottom up off the floor. And you're going to now find that your weight shifts to your shoulders. So then you want to be thinking about the back of your head. How much do you have resting on your head and then across your shoulders? I would love for your shoulders to be flat, taking a majority of your weight and then letting your arms be relaxed right here. This is called a bridge. So in this bridge, upper body's relaxed, your glutes, the back of your body from your glutes to your middle of your back is engaged. So that's kind of in a working position here, but it's just working with that section of your body. So what we want to think about is how much of your arms are going to support you as you lift one of your legs. Without moving your feet and without shifting really much weight, I want you to take a deep breath in, tighten up your abs, squeeze your glutes, and lift your left leg up off the floor just a little bit. It doesn't have to go up to the ceiling, but just lift it. Instantly, that right side is like, wait, hold on, there's my body weight. Try to notice where you compensate. If you're shaky or you dropped in the hip, that's telling us a few things. Now bring that leg up, and you're going to bring that leg to the floor, knee to the chest. Leg to the floor, knee to the chest. So this is a right side work with balance across your body. You bring it in, exhale, lower, bring it in, and lower. Go 4. Yes, that's work on that leg. 3, 2, and relax. Bring that right knee down to the ground. Bring the left leg, hug that into your chest. And then just feel that little stretch in that hip here. That's a good way to get some stability in your lower back. We engage your glute while your abs are stabilizing while we move a leg. So all those muscles in that core torso area are trying to find some sort of stability. The only one we haven't targeted yet per se is your abs. So keep that left leg towards you, and you're going to bring that left leg to the ceiling. Right leg is down on the ground. You're going to cradle your head and look at your knee. So I'm basically just sitting up, pointing my elbows toward this left leg, and I'm going to hold my body here so I can put a glass on my head. So I'm not looking up, I'm not yanking here, I'm just pretty stable in the neck. Nothing should move here, and all I'm going to do is just switch my legs. This switches, this switches. That's it. Sounds so easy. We switch and switch, and nothing is happening at that upper body. I've locked it in because my abs are holding me tight right here, and I have support with my fingertips behind my head, but yet my arms are heavy. So this is harder. This is easy. This is easier. This is easier. Go. 10, 9. Your pace is really up to you. 8. I don't care how fast you go. I'm just going to count that down however fast your legs are moving. 6 and 5 and 4, 3 and 2. Last one. Relax. Notice as soon as you take that deep breath, back arches and you start getting a little stretch in the front of your body. Abs are one of those muscles that is kind of always working when you're walking, when you're bending, lifting, twisting. They're doing something for you. If you start focusing on keeping them secure, keeping them tight, or what we say engaged, they will be working for you over the long period of a day, and you're going to build that endurance. Then when I challenge your strength, it's going to get easier. So abs, really, really important because it's going to protect everything else. So fortunately, you've got another side. Let's take that bridge position. So walk your feet back. You know what that feels like. Let's roll up those hips, press the weight across your shoulders, not straining your head and neck. Arms are relaxed. And now I want you to focus on squeezing that backside a little bit harder, right down from your waistband to the top of your thigh, like a big belt is around that middle. Everything is tight and squeezed together right here. Big inhale. You're going to lift the right leg. So now you're thinking left leg, I got you. You're going to hold my body weight. Lift that right leg without too much shifting in your body. And you're holding 8, 7, 6, 5. Same action here. 3, knee comes in, heel to the floor. Knee comes in. And same thing, anytime I do a right side, left side movement, you're kind of aware that one side maybe feels easier. You're in and out and in. Holding tight, go forward, whatever you can do. If that leg movement is too much, then take it out. 2, and last 1, bring it in, lower down. Hug that right knee into your chest. Circle that right ankle. And you're just relaxed like that right here. Now the abs on this side, I'm just gonna give you another modification. If the first round was challenging enough, you can make it easier by bending the limbs. So if that was hard the first time, second time, give it a whirl. Otherwise you modify here to here. You can do this. If it was too easy, we're going into starfish. Touch right, left. So give me the time on this one. Across to the toe. Again, your head is lifted, chin is to your chest, and you move. We can be elbow to the knee. We can be one leg on the floor, sitting up. You've got lots of options on your abs. I'm basically looking at time under tension. 10, and you're breathing. 8, and 7, and 6. You can do this. Breathe. Give me your best. 4, and 3, and 2. Last 1. Relax. Let's roll that body side to side. Sometimes I push you a little bit harder at the beginning. We challenge your balance. Other times we do abs first to get that balance engaged. It's all really a comfort thing and what kind of works for you. No right or wrong. That's why you can always go back and do these again and maybe skip a part or work harder on that next level. Let's bring those legs all the way out, arms over your head. Nice deep breath in. And you're pointing those toes. Legs are getting that stretch up your shin, into your hamstrings, arms over your head. Let's exhale. Bring that right knee into the chest. Left hand is going to pull it across your body, opening up that opposite arm. So you just get that nice low seated stretch. We've did some stretching out of the hip, out of the leg. When you're laying down, you don't have to worry about your balance. Gently letting gravity and the weight of the legs stretch your lower back, always being careful in this position. We come through the middle, both knees coming into the chest. And feel that if you kind of rock side to side, you'll almost massage your low back. And then you drop to the opposite side. That hand gives that knee a little bit of pressure if you needed, opening up that arm and then feeling your chest just square to the ceiling. You're thinking relax in the upper body, letting that low body take that stretch. Big deep inhale. Very nice. Let's bring it back into the center. Both knees come in. Let's roll it up to a seated position. Cross those legs this time. And now we walk it back over, getting ourselves back up to our feet. You're over the top of those thighs. So when you have those legs crossed, now I can kind of leverage, get my elbows down in front, over the top, relaxing your head, neck, and shoulders. Then I want you to go forward over those legs. Now look where you are. You're back to kind of where we started, into that all fours position. Turn those toes under, come up into downward dog, pressing it back. Hips to the ceiling, heels to the floor, chest reaches to the floor. You're gonna inhale, step your left leg forward, step your right leg forward, and exhale into forward fold. Let your body hang right here. If you recall how we first started, maybe you weren't real comfortable in that position. Maybe you were a little more tight. Based on what we've done, you have gained some length. Grab those biceps and let that weight of your upper body stretch gently through that backside. Sometimes it feels good to sway here, side to side. If that's too much for you, you can always have your hands on your thighs, above your knees. I want you to bend, sit that weight back. So as soon as you bend your knees, your body shifts and your center of gravity comes up a little bit right here in the middle. Pull your shoulders back so your neck is long, like the crown of your head is reaching to the ceiling, your tailbone's reaching to the back, hands are to your thighs. You're gonna bring that chin to the chest, look toward your thighs, pushing as if someone's pushing your hips forward. It's gonna get you to stand, arms are behind you, pull those shoulder blades back. Oh, let's drop that right ear to the right shoulder, left ear to the left shoulder. One more time, right ear to the right shoulder, and just feel that length. Maybe you're kind of looking over the right shoulder, looking over the left shoulder. Release those arms and just let your body kind of shake through this. A lot of twisting today, which is good. If you don't do that on a regular basis, and let's roll those shoulder blades back. Oh, you should feel relaxed. You feel a little bit longer and taller. Take a deep breath in. Look up, reach back, palms together. Feel that spine extend right here. And bring those hands right to your little heart center. Close your eyes, find your balance for one brief second. Take a nice deep inhale. Feel how good your body feels. Bring all that positive energy into your cells and deep into your body. Anything less than positive, you exhale, push it out. And we are done. Namaste to you. Thank you so much for being here today. Enjoy the rest of your time. I will see you next time.